Hi everyone, CA Nolan here. I'm jumping on real quick to make a video and slash tutorial on LinkedIn and connected to resume building and just professionalism in general. I am a huge believer in LinkedIn and what it stands for in building communities for the professional world and connections beyond where you are right now in life. I use LinkedIn on a daily basis. It's used just as much for myself as Facebook is. I go on, scroll through it, like comment on things just to connect and understand what's going on in the industry that I study in. So for myself, that's accounting and business. And so I connected with many people that are within the business industry, and I get to know what's happening in the world within business. So for those who don't know, LinkedIn is primarily for professionals and connecting with those in similar fields. It's not Facebook friends, it's connections. You make connections and those connections get you places. My goal for here and for this event is for you to understand what LinkedIn is, number one. Number two is to make sure that you know the importance of it. And also number three is to get a resume out of it. There's a resume function out of LinkedIn that basically takes your profile and puts it into a resume and makes it all look nice and pretty. So let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen. Just give me 1 second. There we go. So this is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very basic, you post pictures, you like, you comment, very, very simple. You have your network, which is really interesting. So I'm going to pull up my profile. So pull up Nolan McGurn, just tap on my picture. The first thing that you see is my headshot. With the professional world, it's very important to have a professional headshot. I am a photographer myself, and I tell people all the time, get a headshot. 1 or 2 pictures, it's all you need. It's better than, a selfie. It's much better. It shows you off better. So the first thing you see is it's a little intro that says, hey, Nolan McGurn, community advisor at Plymouth State. I'm in the greater Boston area. I have, let's say, 560 connections. 560 connections, which is a lot. And then you can pull up my contact info right away, which pulls it down to the bottom or right up here. And so I have my cell phone number in there, my website for my photography, my email, any way that people need to contact me, they can. So the first section you see right here is a little about me. So this right here just tells them where I'm from, what I'm known for, what I do, where I've gone to school, what my degrees are in, and what I'm capable of doing. Another little fun fact right down here is common misspellings. My last name is misspelled many, many times because people can't pronounce it right to begin with. So one thing I do, and it's a little LinkedIn tactic, is to put in the common misspellings. That way when someone searches your name and they happen to spell it incorrectly, if it's down there, LinkedIn will actually pull up you as a result because it's in your profile somewhere. So when someone pulls up your profile, the first thing that they see is your experience. Your experience is very important for them to know. It tells them what you've done in the past. So for example, I am the president of the Accounting Society. I'm a community advisor. I've done all these different things, many, many, many different jobs, right? An important thing, and I specifically took it out, I removed them all just to give an example, I guess, is you want information in here, just like a resume, same exact thing. So for example, this is, it wouldn't be an employment type, but for this position right here, this is for the president of the Accounting Society at Plymouth State. One thing I do is I schedule meetings for the organization to meet with the treasurer to go over finances. So what you'll do here is you'll list a little section of what you do. An important thing when looking for a job or appealing to possible employers is you want to put things that apply to, that would look good for the job that you're trying to get. So if that is setting up internships with other students, or depending on what you're looking for, you want to make sure it looks the best for you. So I might also put request annual budget and keep a tally with the treasurer. So for myself, making sure that people know that I understand accounting, I do it day to day, you know, within the positions that I've done, you want to make sure that's on there. So I'm just not going to share the update because it's just a little update, but when you do add a job or change something within your position, it will update your network. They all will get a notification, or it'll pop up in there on their home screen kind of thing. So you go through, you have all your work experiences. My largest suggestion is, depending on what you're looking for, put whatever is most relevant. So for example, the fact that I'm the president of the Accounting Society, that looks great for any accounting hiree, right? So anyone who's looking to hire someone in the accounting field, seeing that I have been the president of the Accounting Society is great. One position down here, I'm going to move up, is the treasurer role for Student Senate. It's not letting me change that though. That's weird. I would put that up. I would move that up. I have to look into that, why it's not letting me adjust it. But you want to make it look as appealing as possible. So for example, when we get to the resume part, I might not include that I was the lead busser and the busser at Bernie's Beach Bar. There was no need. I mean, it has no, or even that I was a bagger at Dumola's Market Basket. There wasn't much of a need. So right here we have my education. So Plymouth State started in 2019. My grade, so I can put in my 3.86 GPA. So under activities and societies, I put in that I am the Accounting Society President, Community Advisor, Student Senate Treasurer, and Communications Assistant. You'll notice that I put the Communications Assistant, although it is present, last, because it has less to do with my position. So you put it in present by chronologically, and then also by importance. That's at least how I set mine up. So then you can put your description. This might also be some other awards that you do, and then you can upload or add any portfolios you have through the school or any of your studies. And then I also have my accounting degree and all the information that I did here. Oops, did not mean to do that. And all the important stuff like that. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next step. I also have volunteer experiences. Skills and endorsements. So the first thing I would recommend doing is taking a skills quiz. This will kind of guide them. And then you also put in manually what you do. So I have received endorsements. So that's where you see the 6, the 4, and the 2. Basically, people who I am connected with on LinkedIn have said, yeah, Nolan, it can do this very well. Very simple, but it looks good because if it's a mutual connection, then it'll pop up when someone's pulling up your profile. So the next important part, like I mentioned, is the resume portion. So you'll see right here, it says build a resume. So I'm going to click here, build a resume. As you can see, I've already made 2, but we will make a 3rd one just so you can go through the whole experience. So what you're going to click is new resume. And the first thing it's going to ask you is for the position you are looking for. So for myself, I am looking for a tax accounting position. Tax accountant. So that way, when someone looks it up for tax accountant, it will give you some insights on this right-hand side. So suggested keywords. So they already found 3 of them in my resume, but it also says, hey, why don't you throw these ones in there as well? It might be useful for you. So then when you're actually working onto it, you can look in to see where you could put those things. So maybe under the president of the accounting society, I can put in that I was a leader, right? This is where, so the fact that I put in that I'm looking for a tax accounting position, I know that the busser position is not going to be any good. So I just click delete, right? It has no good being there. When I was a lead busser, I did do some accounting tasks, but nothing really was that important to my current, what I'm looking for. So now you'll notice as I pull up, so same with the communications assistant, it has no need there. So let me pull up the student senate treasurer for Oklahoma State University. So you'll notice on the right-hand side over here, it's telling you some easy things to write about. So you want to keep it nice and short, 3 to 4 bullets. You want to use action verbs. You want to put your responsibilities, your impact, and any awards that you might have received. Keep it nice and simple, and that's all you need to do. So as you go through, you remove, add things, change things around, figure out what's important to your resume. Don't need that in there. Those are all what I would consider important to what I have done for the accounting. I would also put in any honors or awards that I have yet to put in on my LinkedIn profile. So say you're all said and done, you might change up the summary a little bit and say, I'm looking for a position in for myself, tax accounting, whatnot. So now, all right, I'm all done. I'm gonna hit preview. So this is what it'll look like before I hit all said and done. So I'm gonna scroll down, oh yep, president, community advisor, owner, photographer, perfect, all good, 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 good. So now, all right, I'm all done. Now time to send this off to a future employer or for a job application. I simply click download as PDF and you're ready to go. The best part about this resume is if it was sent digitally, they can click on this link right here and it brings you right to your profile. So that way they can receive the most updated version of it if what you sent them might change within a couple weeks or whatnot by the time that they will look at it. And it pulls up all the important information. So that's all I have for you guys on LinkedIn. One of the important things to note is that if you have any questions, I'm very happy to help and provide assistance with LinkedIn, whether for resume building, if you need suggestions or help. I'm always an email away. Shoot me your resume if you want some help or guidance on how to properly write it. That goes with cover letters as well. I've had a lot of experience doing that, and it's just a good task or a good skill to learn and have a good grasp on. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and I hope you enjoyed.